Welcome Schumacher to our house for the big holiday reveal. This is our foyer, as you can see. We live in Orange, Virginia, and so there are references to oranges throughout the house we used in the decorating. We also have this amazing painting, which was given to us as a housewarming gift by a very good friend. It's a wonderful painting of oranges. And let's go into the dining room. The china patterns that we chose are two patterns from my collection that I do with Marie Dage, which are based on my fabric designs. That's Pinwheel Charlotte and the pink is Thomas. And they're all hand painted in Limoges. We always love to have something from the family on the table at the holidays. This year we're using the purple amethyst glasses, which were my mother's.
We've named the house Oakton, so we've done these little gold oak leaves on the table.
And then we love crackers, so we got these fantastic crackers at Caspari, a wonderful store in Charlottesville.
And the center of the table we just banked with all of these pots of cyclamen that we've surrounded by magnolia leaves, and Michael, you have to help me with these because I always forget what they are.
Paris japonica.
Paris japonica, and it just creates this wonderful garden in the center.
And this room is entirely lit by candlelight, which is a reference to the 18th century historic references that were used to build the house, which is a Milton Grid designed house.
Now you're in the living room. The background is a very dark caviar gray, which creates a wonderful mood in the evening, at dusk, and so forth. And what we did this season in this room, since we haven't done curtains here yet, we will, because we are curtain people, we did these individual Christmas trees that are dried hydrangeas, oak leaves, and pine cones that we collected from the property. And the mantelpiece is an antique that was in the house when we purchased it. It's salvaged from a mansion in Richmond, Virginia. And it combines beautifully with everything that we have owned and collected over the years.
And then the chandelier is a Swedish chandelier that Thomas picked up on a trip to Sweden when he was design director at Schumacher. And then the pièce de résistance is this mirrored wall, which actually came with the house. We decided to hang it with brackets in our collection of blue and white. And then for the holidays, we filled it with boxwood because we have so much boxwood on the property, and winter berries. The pièce de résistance in this room happens to be, I think, the 18th century Dufour panel, which is heavily distressed. And then the hall terminates in a little foyer that goes out to the garden, and I painted the stripes in really fun colors. And all the paints in the house we used are the beautiful paints that are made by Resource. And then I did these curtains based on a John Fowler design. So it's the false double swags. We used a historic document chintz. And because the house is Oakton, I needle pointed the pillow to commemorate the house name.
And then the corner cabinets are filled with a collection of antique mulberry ironstone that I've collected over the years of multi pieces. These are some.
We
of
have
the
an insane
serving
amount
pieces.
of mulberry.
There's
And they do go through the dishwasher beautifully.
Right, exactly, so that's the key. Now to the library.
Which is really probably our favorite room.
And here is our Christmas tree, which over the years we've collected different ornaments, and we've gone different places that we travel, gifts from friends, and it really is a wonderful thing every Christmas to unpack.
It's a little bit like
tree.
time traveling every time we open up an ornament that somebody's given to us. A good friend of ours gave us these stars from Kinderhook to commemorate our time when we lived in Kinderhook. This is a pagoda that was given to us by Charlotte Moss. We visited Williamsburg on my birthday last year, so we've got the palace ornament. And then we also have, various pieces that we've collected. Thomas made the amazing Fortuny covered gourds. I've done several of the needlepoint pillows on the sofa. And then of course our book collection, which is a bit extensive. The banister is upholstered in linen velvet, which adds a very luxurious texture to it. The runner is repurposed from our New York apartment. I made wreaths for all the bedroom doors using forage plant materials from the garden, with the exception of the oranges. This is the guest bedroom. It's a wonderful Mortlake red.
And for the bed, we decided to do a canopy, which is in shades of blue and aqua to complement the floral headboard. And then we accented it with a pillow of tiger and leopard. We chose to do a wall lamp so that guests could be able to swing them into the bed to read at night, and small nightstands for them to put their glass, their book, their glasses, whatever.
And then we have a very inviting desk next to the window here, which is great for our guests to work at with their computers. We have this great stool covered in this really fun vintage Schumacher animal épinglé, and this wonderful blue opaline light picks up again the blue colorway that runs through the room.
We are now in the master bedroom, and the bed is floating, so we flanked it on either side with upholstered screens. We have pieces of artwork and things that we've collected over the years to accent the screens. And then as we get onto the bed is covered in a fabric named Thomas after me, and it is created by Michael. Then the pillows are vintage toile pillows, which are quite interesting because they are architectural. As we move on to the seating area in front of the fireplace, the chairs have a great amount of detail to them. There's a ruched trimming that we added to the side, and you can see it's almost like a fan up here. And then in the back, we shirred the cording to give additional detail. And what's great about this is you have this interesting trim that is just really created from the scraps of fabric used to upholster the chair. The bottom of the chair is trimmed with a short bullion.
And the mantle is one that we actually changed out. It was one of the first things we did. We found this great antique mantle and had it replaced. The theme for this room was to keep it simple, and we used a lot of materials that we found on the property, the ivy and the hemlock, and then of course the white paper whites, because we love white paper whites. On the console, we've decided we need to have a garden devoted to Christmas plants, so we are going to start it with this winterberry plant, which we'll plant after the holidays. And I think that pretty much sums up our visit to Oakton.
Thank you, Schumacher, and everyone for coming on the tour.
Happy holidays and Happy New Year. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.